That's very interesting. That they have to, the beef has to be in their name.
That's
That
why
makes
when
that
you
makes
see,
sense.
That's when you see beef on the line on there in their freezer that says not for resale.
Yes.
Well, if they're selling you that there that says not for resale, that's wrong. That's illegal. But it'll also not say not for resale, but it's cut and wrapped in their name. That's what's on the cut and wrap sheet, not mine. It says I'm the producer,
Yeah.
but they're the owner
They're the owner
of the
beef they're
when it's
cutting,
when it's cut and wrapped.
because that's the law.
That's the law. And
I
so
see.
that's what, and the only thing they can give you is the cut and wrap for both of us when they kill it and hang it, because it's 3 weeks before they cut it up and wrap it.
Yep. Okay.
And if you notice on there, all it has is a hanging weight on the
Cut
sheet. And that's the way they do it.
Yep. All
They're
right.
just like the big packers.
Yeah. Makes sense. Just a lot of people don't understand that because they're not in the business
Yeah.
and don't know how, one, the laws are, and those are all the ins and outs that consumers don't hear about or don't know about.
Yeah.
So
I don't have a resale license. And so, you gotta go through a bunch of loops to get the resale license if you're a beef grower. So that's why we sell it that way. So people that don't have the license to do it, then like a retailer, then they have to do, like I just said, you sell it to them.
You sell the cow
That's why I
to
have them
you
fill
sell a
out cut and
cow.
wrap.
You-
I sell a cow to them, and then they fill out a cut and sheet how they want Oxford Pack to cut and wrap. Oxford Pack is actually working for them, not me.
Okay. That's
So,
great information.
so you can ask a question and I can try and answer, but I want to discuss that with you a little bit because I think that's an important point. And people out there that are selling beef that's already cut and wrapped, unless they're a store, most likely are doing it illegally.
Yeah. And we try to be upfront
Yep.
and honest with what we do. And that's why we felt it was important to make this video of explaining hang weight and why we do it this way and have to do it this way.
And there's all kinds of people out there, and I don't record yet, but like the other day, it's been a couple of months ago now, back in May or April, May, I had a kid call me, wanted to know if he could buy beef from me, and I said, no. And I said, how are you getting your beef now? I said, well, I'm just going to the auction and buying it, and then I just tell him it's grass-fed because it's been on grass. Well, he doesn't even understand what grass-fed is.
Yeah.
He's just buying cull cows at the auction, having them cut and killed, and that could have been where that one person got their cow from. A guy that just went to the auction, bought an old cow, it was in good shape, had her killed, cut and wrapped, and sold it to him. And he bought her for $1,400 or $1,200 or $800 or whatever it was. I mean, some of them you can buy pretty cheap.
Yeah.
It's because of how old they are.
Because everything is essentially grass started.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody runs beef cows on the grass to start with when the calves are born.
It's how they're
It's how it's
finished.
finished, because they have to go back to finish it. So, anyway, you can ask some questions. I hope I come across good.
You do. You're very comfortable. You look great. You've answered every question so far. Wonderful. But I think that's all the questions I have right now and wanted to go over was just to help people understand hang weight, because they've been some of the questions and remarks I get online are obviously people that have been misled on what they're getting,
Oh, yeah.
and so
Okay, I know there's two people for sure on KSL that are just buying beef at the auction and selling them, killing them and selling them to people. To make a quick buck. They aren't even selling finished beef at all.
yeah.
They're not finished in grain or grass. I know that there's two people doing that. There's a guy on there selling jerseys, which is the cheapest meat you can buy. Buy that for a fourth what you can buy an Angus for.